Bronica GS-1. You can travel with it. This is definitely my go-to camera.
I'm never buying another brand. Bronica GS-1 for life. Bronicas are officially more of a tank than Mamiya and Pentax systems.
And why I will continue to shoot it in the future. The Pentax and Mamiya systems just don't allow me to shoot the way that I want to shoot.
You know you're a bit of a hypocrite, right? Yeah, I know. It's just probably not the best look for you. Listen, I just thought I'd try out a new system. Hey, it's cool. I thought you were Bronica game for life, but just getting a Pentax 6.7 like everybody else. See how it is. Yo, I still have the SQ though. 6x6 isn't even a real format. It's a conspiracy. It's okay, buddy. He didn't mean that. He didn't mean that.
So yes, after my Bronica's unfortunate spill, I decided to replace it with the Pentax 6x7. Now I'm not sure if this will be a permanent replacement, but I just wanted to take this situation as an opportunity to test drive a different camera system. In this video I put a test roll through the Pentax just to make sure that the camera functioned correctly and that there were no light leaks or anything like that. I just walked around my house and took images of anything that I thought was interesting. These photos are nothing special, but I hope you guys enjoy nonetheless.
First frame ever on the Pentax 6.7.
I've had my eye on the Pentax for quite some time now. What really drew me to this camera was the 35mm SLR type build on a medium format system, as well as the iconic 105 f2.4 lens. I love shooting portraits, and from what I understand, this is kind of a pinnacle lens for portrait photography on medium format.
The shutter does sound great on this camera. It is a hefty shutter slap for sure. All right, next composition. I got the tree branches framing the American flag quite nicely right here. And on this one, I'm gonna test out mirror lockup mode and make sure that works correctly. I'm gonna engage mirror lockup mode now that I'm composed and ready to shoot. So the mirror is up, and now only the shutter should trip when I engage the shutter button. Can't see through my viewfinder. Here we go. There we go. Seemed to work good. It definitely minimizes the camera shake when you have that mirror lockup mode engaged.
So I do want to mention that I will definitely be making a video in the future covering the transition from shooting the Bronica GS-1 to the Pentax 6x7. I don't want to say anything just yet because I haven't had any time to shoot this camera really, but just a couple initial impressions. This thing feels less ergonomic than the Bronica GS-1 with the speed grip did. It's just a bit awkward to hold in the hands, and it's built like a beast. I do have this strap which should help a ton, and I also have a right hand grip on the way, so I think those two accessories will definitely make a huge difference. The other thing that I noticed is that on my Bronica GS-1 I had a split image system for focusing, and on this it's just a spot focusing system. And on the f2.4 it's a bit tricky to nail focus, I notice, in certain situations, but overall it shouldn't be a huge hindrance.
It's kind of cool. Little patch of yellow leaves amongst a bundle of green leaves. As a photographer, you already know what I'm thinking. Alright, so we're going to test out the portrait capabilities of this camera and lens. My little brother, who's actually kind of my big brother because he's bigger than me, here to model. We're going to shoot this wide open as well, see what kind of depth of field we can get on a portrait shot. 3, 2, 1.
Now I obviously wanted to test out the shallow depth of field and compression capabilities on this 2.4 lens. I must say I was really impressed. It's got a beautiful circular bokeh pattern that I think looks really pleasing. Once I'm able to consistently nail focus with this lens, it's definitely going to be one of my favorites.
Only 2 frames left. I'm going to take a picture of my car tire and mud flap because it's extremely dirty. Kind of a story, I think. I don't know. Last frame is just going to be this aggregate walkway and this green hedge again. It's starting to rain, so I got to get this off quick. All right, that's the roll.
Now, like I said, these images were nothing special, but I will be shooting this camera throughout the summer, and I'm really excited to see what I can create using this setup. So guys, that's going to wrap up this video. Thank you very much for watching. If you'd like to stay up to date with the content that I'll be creating surrounding the Pentax 6x7, definitely hit the subscribe button. That would be much appreciated. I hope you guys are staying safe and healthy. I wish you all the best, and I'll catch you guys next week. Peace.